Representative Stan Saylor.
Thank you, gentlemen, for being here, and I appreciate the jobs that all of your universities do. I just want to let you know that I'm not only voted, as Chairman Adolph said, once, but twice to make sure you got your appropriation this year. I hope we get it to you soon. For Penn State, Dr. Jones, the question I have for you starts off with, we had the state-related in here, or state-owned earlier, and we know, as education chairman, I have had to discuss with Chancellor Brogan and others that we have a number of our state-owned universities that are having real severe financial problems with students and attendance in their universities and schools and other things. I know that you have, besides your technology school, your School of Medicine at Hershey, and the main campus, you have about 20 satellite campuses, and I believe there's about 12 of those who have 1,000 or less students. What are you experiencing as far as any problems or any financial viability of any of those campuses throughout the state of the ones you have? Can you?
Thank you. That's a great question. Actually, independent of the challenge we're facing this year, we've done a pretty detailed analysis of the viability of all of the campuses, including what the consequences would be, both direct and indirect, for considering a restructuring or elimination of a campus. Virtually to a campus, most of them are on the margin revenue producers simply financially, in addition to the tremendous support that they provide to their local communities. So when we say, I'll likely say today that in response to other questions, that at all times, all options are on the table. These are things that we have looked at in detail, and we believe that our campuses and our collection of campuses represents a financially viable proposition.
I know that your campus is a great deal of support from the local community and the business community, and I thank you for the cooperation there. Dr. Green, the question for you has been, Lincoln has had some financial issues. What initiatives has Lincoln instituted to increase enrollment and help solve the financial issues that you have there at Lincoln right now? Sure. I know you face a lot of challenges. Sure.
Yes, we do, and in the case of our attention to enrollment and recruitment, we have improved our enrollment activities. We have a special way of responding to students that we didn't have 2 years ago. For the immediate 5 years before this current academic year, enrollment was decreasing. We turned that around this year because of the efforts of our enrollment management team. We are 30% up in first-year students and 4% overall. We've made a special effort to address those concerns that we had in the past, and we're moving forward. One thing that we've done to try to make the institution more attractive is we've frozen tuition for incoming students. So they come in, they pay the same tuition for 4 years. We encourage them to finish in 4 years, which is a task for some of them. But if they finish in 4 years, they have done it with solid, straight, same tuition. If they stay a fifth year, the tuition of the current incoming class is in effect. We have provided a better system for retention and service to students as they come in. At one time, we provided a very robust remedial program. We no longer do that. We reduced the number of remedial activities, but we are putting students into the regular classes in mathematics and English and giving them additional help. That's paying dividends for those students and for the university. We had a balanced budget this past year, and that's very positive. We expect to have the same in the year to come. We are doing what we can to cut costs, and I can speak to those specifically. For example, we've offered an early retirement package to a number of faculty, and we will realize $750,000 savings over the next several years. We will be very diligent in looking at the best way to spend those savings we accrue to make it a better program for all. But we are looking at our strategic plan. When I came in a year ago, almost a year ago, we looked at the plan in place, and we determined that the 5 goals that were there needed to be changed. we created 7 strategic imperatives that will move us further into this 21st century.
Thank you very much, Dr. Green. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.